Let's start from the beginning. 3 years ago, after I happily released my 3DS game, I sat down to plan the next game, ThinkExplosive. My knowledge of programming and games in general was still quite limited, but I started to gain confidence when I realized that the bomb mechanic turned out to be fun. But what I didn't know at the time was that the bomb was a total mess. When I built the first bomb prototype, I used all the functions of the physics engine incorrectly and thought, good enough, seems to work. I didn't touch the bomb again until about 2 months before release. The bomb is the main mechanic in the game, but was completely unbalanced. It behaved differently on different devices and frame rates, and you never really had any idea how far away you were flying. After the bomb prototype, I built my levels, 10 in total. I wrote a story. If you've seen the other video, you know exactly how it was written. I could have stopped there, a perfect moment to finish this game. After 6 months, it was a somewhat buggy but fun game. A bit short but nice. I had already learned a lot that I could use on the next project. But at that point I wasn't satisfied. I wanted to have a big, great game. I had learned so much and had so many ideas on how the game could have been better. So I slowly started adding unnecessary features to the game. Don't get me wrong, the features are cool additions, but maybe it would have been smarter to start a new game instead. But how much I've built on top of it. I built an entire Eiffel Tower, each floor prettier than the one below. First extreme mode, then a new story, a dynamic difficulty system, a leaderboard, a level editor, Steam Workshop support, and finally a replay system. To this day, I still wonder how the whole thing stood on a foundation of shakily placed stones. I couldn't simply remove the foundation, the tower would simply fall over. The buggy systems had become important game mechanics. If the bomb hadn't been unbalanced, we wouldn't have been able to solve some passages in the game. The only thing I could do was attach supports from the outside and write on them, "It's not a bug, it's a feature." Let's take a closer look at the bomb. It is a monster. To get rid of all the bugs and imbalance, the bomb became a super complex system. There's a certain point slightly above your line of sight where the bomb appears with a certain force. The bomb flies until it collides with a different object and explodes. So far so good. Now the bomb finds all movable objects within a radius. Each of them is thrown away in the opposite direction of the explosion based on the position and distance of the bomb. It gets more complicated with the player. The bomb looks at the average direction in which the surrounding objects would fly. This direction is reversed, amplified, and the player is thrown exactly there. Depending on how many objects are nearby and how far away the player is, the strength of the force changes. This is why you're sometimes flung gently and sometimes across the whole level. I had actually planned a simple explosion, but the prototype code for the bomb, which I didn't touch until the end, resulted in the system. There are completely new ways of using the bomb to move even faster that would have never been possible if I had used a simple explosion. Worked on the game for more than 2 years. The main campaign is still the same, the one I had finished after 6 months. I just moved the objects around in levels for a more balanced game. It's a game that had a lot of features stuck on it, even though it didn't really need them. I want to switch to something new. As much it would be nice if games live forever, with new features added regularly, finishing them is also quite nice. As long as the game doesn't explode, I would let it sleep, just wake it up quietly every now and then, making sure it's running the way it's supposed to. Go get ThinkExplosive on Steam and start throwing bombs. Thanks for watching and see you there.